I doubt this is going to come as a shocker to anyone, but A&E welcomes Phil Robertson back on Duck Dynasty. Yes, that is correct. Phil Robertson will be sticking in for season 5 of Duck Dynasty. Yeah, no big surprise there. Duck Dynasty could probably have their own channel if they wanted, thus have their own television show from their own channel and invite any other show on their channel if they wish. This is probably the power that the show Duck Dynasty has. It is the most watched reality show in history. It's broken all records. So less than 2 weeks after his anti-gay remarks prompted an indefinite hiatus for the reality patriarch and a strong fan backlash. The network says he will remain on the series, and you can see Phil right there. Yeah, people were boycotting A&E, want to take the entire channel off because of this. Seriously, if you go to A&E, most of A&E is Duck Dynasty. You can look. I just looked at the guide the other day and noticed that Duck Dynasty plays all day, just about every day. So Phil Robertson, the patriarch of A&E's Duck Dynasty clan, who was suspended from his hit series on December the 18th, following his comments about gay people, won't be put on hiatus after all. So he was suspended from the show on December the 18th. We're only a week and 2 days from that suspension, and he's back on. And yeah, this definitely does not come as a surprise to me. I've seen it coming. The network and the Robertson family announced Friday that Phil will still be part of the series, and since he didn't miss any filming, his temporary suspension will have no effect on the upcoming 5th season. An A&E statement to The Hollywood Reporter read, "As a global media content company, A&E Network's core values are centered around creativity, inclusion, and mutual respect. We believe it is a privilege for our brands to be invited into people's homes, and we operate with a strong sense of integrity and deep commitment to these principles." Yeah, I'm sure they don't mind their products being in people's homes since they get millions and millions of dollars off of them. I'm pretty sure that is why we reacted so quickly and strongly to a recent interview with Phil Robertson. While Phil's comments made in the interview reflect his own personal views based on his own beliefs and his own personal journey, he and his family have publicly stated they regret the coarse language he used and the misinterpretation of his core beliefs based only on the article. You see, this is what these GQ interviewed Phil Robertson. They interviewed him. This is what people like GQ and other media outlets try to do to big-time people like Duck Dynasty. They want to tear you down. They're trying to get something over on you by asking you such personal questions like they asked Phil, hoping that they will respond. And you can imagine Phil Robertson's going to respond pretty quickly, and a lot of people is going to disagree with what his response is. A lot of anti-Christian people are going to disagree with what his response is. He also made it clear he would never incite or encourage hate. We at A&E Networks expressed our disappointment with his statements in the article and reiterate that they are not views we hold. But Duck Dynasty is not a show about one man's views. It resonates with a large audience because it is a show about family, a family that America has come to love. As you might have seen in many episodes, they come together to reflect and pray for unity, tolerance, and forgiveness. These are 3 values that we at A&E Networks also feel strongly about. So after discussions with the Robertson family, as well as consulting with numerous advocacy groups, A&E has decided to resume filming Duck Dynasty later this spring with the entire Robertson family. We will also use this moment to launch a national public service campaign promoting unity, tolerance, and acceptance among all people. A message that supports our core values as a company and the values found in Duck Dynasty. These PSAs will air across our entire portfolio. In addition, an E&A source says the family and the network are going to work together to promote tolerance. Robertson's, I wonder how that's going to work out. We shall see. We shall see. It looks like A&E, to me, right here, you can just from reading these parts right here, looks like A&E is trying to push Duck Dynasty to turn around their beliefs or something, maybe in that area of homosexuality, or some of those core beliefs that they hold. Because listen to what they're saying here. In addition, an A&E source says the family and the network are going to work together to promote tolerance. So they're saying Duck Dynasty, in essence here, is going to work in the future to promote tolerance. Well, we'll see how that works out. Because that's not what Phil Robertson's comments sounded like. Not that they sounded intolerant, but it did sound like they clashed with the Christian faith, according to what he believes and how he interprets his faith. I am a Christian too. Very obviously, if you've heard my voiceovers, you know, no, obviously I'm a Christian, and just by listening to this voiceover here, you can tell. But I'm not sure I would cave to what A&E is saying here. They want to, and their interpretation of promoting tolerance is actually, could be, and I'm not saying that it is, but it could be, promote anti-Christianity, as it were. Not so much promote tolerance. And we shall see how that works out in the future. I want to see how Duck Dynasty the Duck Dynasty family is going to react to that. Robertson's comments in GQ magazine, which included the 67-year-old likening homosexuality to bestiality, prompted an almost immediate announcement from A&E. Now, they really blew that part out of the water, comparing homosexuality to bestiality, because I didn't get that from Phil Robertson's statements. I mean, maybe I slightly did, but I didn't completely get it like that. They really blew that up to make it sound extremely bad. The media did. But anyways, we shall see how this plays out into the future. Sometimes I like to, and throughout the day, I'm thinking, well, I really would like a good verse from the scriptures from the Lord today. And sometimes I go to, I don't know if you have been to the website Christ.com, but if you go there, on the left-hand side, they have a verse of the day, and I like to see that verse of the day. Let's just do that for today. Let's see what the Christ.com verse for December the 27th is. From Christ.com. The fool hath said in his heart, there is no God. They are corrupt. They have done abominable works. There is none that doeth good. The Lord looked down from heaven upon the children of men to see if there were any that did understand and seek God. They are all gone aside. They are altogether become filthy. There is none that doeth good. No, not one. Till next time, this is Wesley Ferris. Take care.